computer. Good evening, everyone. This is Stacy Turner. I'm excited to have you joining us tonight. We have people here that are interested in learning more about whole food nutrition, specifically through the company called Juice Plus, and we're excited to share a little bit more information with you. I've been taking and sharing Juice Plus for the last 20 years, so I've got lots of experience, lots of stories, but still so much excitement. I think I'm more excited 20 years later than I was when I very first heard about it. So we're just glad that you're here and you're curious. Maybe you're watching somewhere, a different time than just live. But what we're going to cover tonight is, who is Juice Plus? Maybe you've heard about it. You've been taking it for a while. You're looking into it. We're going to talk about how we are the world leader in plant nutrition, a proven business model, a mission-driven company, customer-centered and committed to the science behind our products, and then equal opportunity for anyone that's interested in sharing this with other people. So we'll get started here with being the world leader in plant-based nutrition. One of the things I love about Juice Plus is really just the simple message: fruits and vegetables in a capsule or a gummy. It's not complicated, not a vitamin. It is the whole food themselves. These are the nutrition from 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries. These are minimally processed in either a chewable for children or adults that don't like to swallow capsules. It's gluten-free, made without GMO ingredients, and then it's third-party tested by a company called NSF to make sure what's in the capsules is on the bottle and what's on the bottle is in the capsules. And that's always been something that was important to me because, as I'll share, I actually took Juice Plus as my prenatal with 2 of my 3 kids. And one of the newer products we have is the Omega Blend, which is a blend of omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. No fish, so they skipped the fish and they went straight to the algae and then different plant seed oils that are a great source of omega. And omegas are really important for brain health, heart health, reducing inflammation, that sort of thing. So to have all of these plants in our bodies every day is just something I'm not able to do without the ease of Juice Plus. I say this is a 3-second health habit. Just pop them in your mouth and swallow them. Probably 30 seconds for me because I go 2 by 2. My mom just tosses all of them in at once. So just depends on how you do that. But our other products are called are complete in either shakes or bars. These are delicious on-the-go plant-based nutrition. The shake mix has 20 more plant foods in it. And so with the capsules and the shake, you're talking close to 50 plant foods every day. Again, I don't know how I was able to do that day after day, week after week, year after year, and now 2 decades later. So this is a better choice because it replaces unhealthy calories and it's way cheaper for a meal, $2.53 compared to even today. We went to lunch with a friend. It was $15 each for both of us, just for, like a salad or a sandwich. I had a baked potato. So food is getting pricey, and this is an easy, quick meal to flood your body with good. And it's inexpensive and it actually tastes good. It has a real creamy texture to it. My kids loved it when they were little, and it was part of our daily routine and has been for years. So it's a great source of plant proteins, a great source of fiber, something called fructooligosaccharides, which is really important for gut health, and also gluten-free and made without GMO ingredients as well. And then we have our Tower Garden. This is an aeroponic way to grow fruits and vegetables indoor or outdoor year-round, and you can grow clean food from home. There's nothing sprayed on it. Tonight we had fajitas, and I took lettuce and cilantro off the tower. I just chopped it up and put it right into our meal, and I can grow up to 30% more produce and in like 98% less water and 90% less space. And it's really a cool thing. There's no soil, just has nutrients in the water. The water's turned on by a pump, and it rains down on the plants. It's really cool. So if you like gardening, I've grown gardens outside, and I'm just shocked at how much work it takes. And I have like this whole appreciation for gardeners that I never had before. And yet this is my 11th or 12th year growing in the Tower Garden, and it's so much easier. I don't necessarily have a green thumb, but I do have a desire to eat healthy, clean produce. And this is one way we do that. So this company is actually committed to the science behind our products. Some people will say they have science behind their product, meaning they have cranberries. Cranberries are proven to do this, so therefore their product is proven to do the same thing. We call that borrowed research. That doesn't really mean much to us. We want to know what happens when people take the product, and that is what's called third-party clinical research. Clinical meaning people take that research, and then it's third party peer reviewed, just that those results are actually accurate and the study was done well. So we have 46 peer reviewed independent clinical studies that have been done on Juice Plus so far. And these are conducted by researchers at leading hospitals and universities around the world. It's not in-house, it's outside of us. And it's really showing a wide range of healthful benefits, which is what gives me confidence that I can share Juice Plus with anybody, from infancy to, elderly, from athletes to active smokers, from overweight men and women to pre-diabetic children. Pregnancy, like really the gauntlet of, research that's been done is just second to none. And it's pretty exciting to see that wide body of research information. And one of the studies we've done over the last 30 years is called the Healthy Starts for Families. And this program makes good nutrition and healthy living for a family even more affordable. And this is a program where when an adult orders Juice Plus, then a child in their life gets theirs free from age 4 all the way up through age 25, which is crazy. So as long as the adult in their life is taking Juice Plus, they can get theirs for free. And these are some of the results that have been, this is 1 million families. We've got close to 3 million kids that have been on Juice Plus for free through the years. And this was after 1 year of taking their Juice Plus. And these families reported the kids were eating more fruits and vegetables, consuming less fast food and soft drinks. They're visiting the doctor less. They're taking fewer over-the-counter or prescription drugs. And that's a huge thing. If you asked a parent, would you like these things in your child's life? They would all be like, yes. And it's kind of hard to imagine that just taking these little gummies, eating the gummies and the capsules would be able to make that much of an impact. But that's what plant foods do in our bodies. Our bodies need plants, and kids just aren't eating enough. Adults aren't eating enough. And this is such an easy way to bridge that gap. And it's something that a lot of people understand. Again, we're not trying to talk them into like some wild mushroom from Africa. It's fruits and vegetables. And this really makes it affordable when a child in their life gets theirs for free. And that includes college students or college age students as well. So being customer centered really means that we're not about, a diet plan. We have a unique nutritional philosophy, and we say it's our one simple change. This isn't about rigid diets or changing somebody's whole lifestyle. What happens is when you start flooding your body with good nutrition, your body wants more of that nutrition, and it starts to crave it and it desires it. And that leads to other changes, and it becomes a catalyst for other changes like drinking more water or exercising. But that's because your body wants that and you have more energy and you want to do that. It's not necessarily what like Juice Plus as a company teaches, or like I'm saying, like some sort of diet, because it's an easy, simple thing to take every day. It's a sustainable change that really results in those lifestyle results. And that's what we want, is the longer we're consuming and flooding our body with plants, then the stronger our body is, the healthier our body is, the more it's able to really withstand the detriments of our toxic world that we live in and our not so good food choices sometimes. And so this really is a great first step that is easy for people to adopt. And that's really why I feel like we see so many changes over time. And that's true for myself. I wasn't prepared to really change my whole lifestyle, but I could easily swallow some capsules each day. And then I started making healthier changes as I, dove into this community, connected myself, started really researching and just learning. There's some amazing doctors that speak for us. And the more I learned, the more excited I got. I just really wanted to share that with other people. And that's what this is about. This company rewards us for sharing with people that we care and we love and that we want to stay in this world with, that we want to live life with. And it's amazing to me how many times the topic comes up of health, maybe people are talking about they're tired, they just don't feel well, they don't have energy, their kids are sick, or they're just looking for some sort of, dietary changes, or, they just know that they're not getting enough nutrients in their body. And so they're wanting to do something different. And what we have is just, it's a simple solution. So I just say, really, this fits anyone. And because of that, we can just share with the people that we live life with. I post on Facebook at times, and maybe somebody sees a post that I have and they're like, hey, what is that? Or that's exactly what I'm looking like or for. Sometimes they reach out to me. Sometimes I see the need in other people and I reach out to them through a messaging and just saying like, hey, I see where you're at. I imagine that's really frustrating for you. I'd like to share with you what our family does if you're open to that. And, as we live around people that we know, care, and love, they trust us and they want to know what we're doing. And you'll find that the conversation comes up fairly easy when you're really in tune to what people are doing around us. And this is a mission-driven community. We're very community focused, giving back to others through the Juice Plus Foundation. We're the largest sponsor of the St. Jude's Memphis Marathon weekend. We raise the most money from anyone else, and they really lock arms with them throughout that whole year, which is pretty cool that they have just partnered with them in Memphis. Volunteers of America, the Children's Hunger Fund, the Green Bronx Machine has done so much with the Tower Gardens in schools in Bronx, New York. You got to look him up. His name is Stephen Ritz. It's fascinating. Just the number of kids that their graduation rate has gone up, like somebody investing in them. He's really a cool guy. And what they've done with these like old schools and abandoned buildings, and then they've turned them into these indoor farms, and the kids grow the produce and they sell the produce. They're able to take produce home to their kids, and they live in a true food desert of just concrete blocks, city blocks with no fresh food grown anywhere. And they're growing, produce for years now in these old abandoned buildings that they've restored. So pretty cool. And the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, this company has committed to putting a tower garden in every Boys and Girls Club of America across America for free. So if you know of one that doesn't have a tower, we'd love to help get one into theirs for them. So our mission statement is to inspire healthy living around the world. We were founded in 1970. Before Juice Plus, they did air and water filtration. And then this is actually our 30th year of sharing Juice Plus and it being on the market. So it came onto the market in 1993. These are plant-based products that really make healthy living easier. We want to simplify nutrition for busy people. When people say that they don't eat healthy, they tell me it's because they can't afford it, it's too expensive, or they just don't have time. And Juice Plus really addresses both of those so beautifully and just makes it way more simple. And as I stated, this is the most researched nutritional product in the world. I've never seen any other company even come close to the research that we've had. The only other company I've ever seen with research was two studies done on rats. Nothing like the universities that have adopted Juice Plus and researched that. And we're a global company. We're in over 25 countries around the world. So what you see maybe of me talking about Juice Plus or a couple of friends and people, you think, oh, okay, it's this little thing. It's a huge global company. And we're in all these different markets. Really, this is a universal message of fruits and vegetables, of produce, and an easy way to get it in. And I just think it's cool that they're expanding the markets into other countries. So you may see the one of those countries. Now, I don't personally know people in those countries, but I have team members that do. And so I have an international business because they have customers in those countries. And so you just never know who you'll meet or who somebody else knows that wants to begin a business in those other places. And then it really expands your reach in just in an amazing way. And this is a proven business model. We have a unique business model that's made up of four different aspects. We have direct sales. So you're selling directly from the company to the person that's ordering, meaning I don't stock the products in my car or in my garage and then sell to somebody and they give me cash and I give them product. they're ordering directly from the company. So I don't have to mess with any of that. They pay the company, so they're not giving me money. And like I said, I don't have to stock it. So that's what direct selling means, from the company directly to the consumer. And then you have the side of network marketing, where you're marketing, you're talking to people through your network of people. So the people around you that you know. And sometimes that's called affiliate marketing. You may have heard of that. Social selling is another word that's kind of the same thing. Trying to think of what the other one is. Most of the time it's on the network marketing side of things, if you've heard of those, or like MLM. So multi-level marketing. It could be sort of the same things. It's kind of a different business model, if you will. And then you have the franchising side of things, where this is what we call a virtual franchise. I don't have a building that I have to pay rent for, but I do have a franchise system that I'm able to follow. So I don't have to grow the produce myself. I don't have to come up with marketing videos. I don't have to package the product and that sort of thing. It's really just me sharing my heart with my friends and family, and those I come into contact with. So the franchising side of things, think of like Chick-fil-A. They don't wake up and say, okay, we're going to start a Chick-fil-A. Should we sell burritos? Do we sell hamburgers? No, they sell chicken sandwiches. They have the marketing already done for them. And, they have a system in place for building that business. And that's what this is. And it is a business. If you want it to be a business, you can, treat it like a business. You can get paid like a business. And, but you're not having to come up with all the business solutions that are typically with like a brick and mortar type business. My husband, Jarrett, has a brick and mortar business. We have an Airbnb business. Like I developed and sell a planner online. Those businesses are ways that we generate income, but they're a very different business model than this one. And really, we kind of take some of the best things of all of those areas. We kept those good things and we tossed out the bad things that people don't like. And one of the good things is through corporate America has a benefits package. We have a benefits package with Juice Plus. At the top positions of the company, you can earn medical benefits, health, dental, life insurance, paid for my kids' braces, or at least half of them for all three of them. And, through Cigna, it's true insurance, and it has been a great asset to our family. So continuing on, it's only $52 annually to partner with this company. I said we've started other businesses, and it's way more than $52 to get off and running. And this was the business that I was generating income the fastest with by far. I can work from anywhere. We've moved across the country 5 different times. They have a focused product line. So I've already mentioned all of our products. It's not like a whole catalog of things, which I really like, that simplified product line. These are consumable products. I have customers from 18 or 19 years ago that are still consuming their Juice Plus. If I was selling a necklace, they would not have bought a necklace from me every month for the last 18 years, but they consume Juice Plus. They have a great experience. They keep that in their budget because of that experience. And it's something that they invest in willingly, and they're gladly spending their money on themselves and what that investment has been to their bodies. That creates residual income as I have customers that are consuming their Juice Plus every month. You can do this full-time or part-time. You get to decide what that looks like for you. This is what I have done, I would say, as my career, full-time, but like always still part-time as I was raising my family. We don't have inventory, very low overhead. They build our website for us, so they do all of that side of the support and marketing things. There's commission levels are always permanent. Once you get there, you don't have to requalify because there's no quotas that we have to meet. And really, there's no glass ceiling. There's nobody saying, okay, this is what you can do and you can't earn more than that. And when I worked for a dental office, that was the case. I could only work so many hours, and it was determined my pay by what the dentist wanted to pay me. It wasn't something I could demand higher pay or work. I could only work more hours, but they still determined the schedule of when we were open. So my income was capped, where it's never been that way with this company. So you also, at the upper leadership levels, get a business investment bonus that we put back into our team, such as helping people to be able to go to conference with us, buying dinner or coffee for someone, just different things like that I really appreciate as well. And this is an equal opportunity for everyone. we have a diverse, group of people on our team, and people join us for different reasons. Maybe it's to diversify an income stream for your household. I think it's really wise and smart to have income coming from different places. And I love that our income is not dependent on one industry. When I'm sharing Juice Plus, I've got customers from all over the country. I've got team members from over the country. That really does diversify my income as well. For me, as the kids were growing up, I really wanted to stay home with them. And this was a way I could still earn significant income that contributed to our family's finances. For those that are retired, this is a renewed purpose. Yeah, it sounds fun. Oh, okay, I'm going to retire, but then what are you going to do? And it doesn't take long before they're like, all right, I'm bored. And this is a way that they can really be impacting people's life and giving back the wisdom that they have learned all those years, in the workforce. It's really just applying them in a different area. I think a lot about times about teachers. We've got a lot of retired teachers on our team. They're excellent. They're so good at sharing this message. They have a heart for helping other people learn, and it's such a great fit for them. Maybe it's just to create extra wealth and options for your family. I say, think about like the edge of financial instability, just to be able to create a cushion and step back and to give you some of that, extra money at the end of the month versus it being the other way around. What about even for college students where you've only got so many hours that you can work outside at a job? You've got school that you've got to be concerned about or focused on. This is a way that in your spare time and around people that you're just in contact with, that you can share and you can generate income as well. Maybe it's an option to go on vacation for your family or pay off debt, whatever that looks like. Each family is different. People have different reasons. Doing work that really makes an impact in people's lives. I love collecting stories from my customers of how this has helped them. And that's what fuels me. We call it the helper's high. And I think that's why I'm more excited now than I was even 20 years ago, because I have all of these people's experiences. When you really truly see how nutrition impacts someone, it's just such a blessing to be able to walk that walk with them. And when they come back and tell you like, thank you for helping me, there's just no better feeling than that. And really the personal growth that has come with this. I was 24 when I started. I knew nothing about nutrition. I knew nothing about business. And I feel like I've grown up in this company and this way of life of being a lifelong learner, reading books and going to conferences, hearing people speak, and just being around a community of people that are like-minded, that are also health focused, and they want personal growth, for themselves and for others around them. Like, I just don't see that outside of this company and this industry. And I'm just really thankful that I've had that in my life. And health and wellness is a big business. If you look at personal care and beauty, we're talking, this is what's spent annually by Americans. These are billions. That B is for billions. Traditional and complementary medicine, fitness, mind and body, healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss, $702 billion. And global health and wellness economy is predicted to reach over $6 trillion by 2025. That's just 2 years from now. Health is on people's mind. People want to be well. They don't want to be sick. They need to stay well to keep their job. They want to live, and thrive, not just survive. There's so many reasons, and everyone's kind of got their own why of what health, importance is to them. And we get to step into that with them and just help them along that journey. And really, we get to start earning with Juice Plus right away. The more customers you add, the more you can earn. The more team members you add, you really multiply your earnings with that. So customers add to your paycheck. Team members multiply that paycheck over time because it's a multiplied impact. They know people that you don't know. They have relationships and connections with people that you may not have connections with, or if they pass those connections on to you, it just won't work because you don't know them. They don't know you. So our earnings really are a direct reflection of the number of lives that we're impacting with our products and our business. And I haven't always felt that way, working outside of this company, but with my Juice Plus paycheck, I know that really is a number that reflects the people that I've been able to help. And I just really love that. You can earn from the start. You immediately are earning 10% sales profit on you and your customers' orders. So anything products that you earn or somebody else orders with you, you're getting 10%, sort of like a rebate, if you want to think of it that way. And then you can earn an additional 5, 10, and 15% commissions on your orders, and then those people that order with you. And so you get to decide what you want to do with that. But this is how you would get to Partner Plus, which is that 5% commission level. You are the partner, and then you order for yourself. You're one of those customers. Let's say your spouse orders, and then your mother-in-law orders from you. And we're looking for the point wise, if you will, of 3 different trio orders. That would be 900 points. All of the products have a point system to them, like the shakes are 140, the omegas are 120. So just to keep it simple, 3 trio orders would be 900 points. You would be at that Partner Plus level. And you, in your first 3 months, you can earn title rewards. So this is on top of your paycheck, on top of those commissions and sales profit, these title rewards from $50 to $2,400 in 3 months. And it's just a little bit less than that if you go for a 6-month window. And there's lots of ways to earn that income. Like I said, the sales profit, the commissions, you have bonuses, and then like the incentive bonus, like I was talking about at the leadership level. So your earnings are solely based on the results of the time and effort that you put into it. I can give myself a raise, if you will, by talking to more people and just being more intentional about that. You know, when I'm around more people and I'm tuned into it and I'm intentional about having the conversation and sharing information with them, then the results always come. I say activity always begets results. And it's just being faithful and having those conversations. And so you can earn more as you do more.
Earn more as you do more.
I'm echoing. Did somebody, can you mute yourself?
Mute yourself.
Maybe that just joined us.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I'm so late.
No, that's no problem. Are you able to mute yourself?
Mute yourself.
Look in the
I can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. If you can mute yourself because it's making me echo.
Okay, hold.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that's better. Thank you. So you can do more, here's just kind of each step of the way, starting out on what we call a partner. And then you have Partner Plus, that's the 5% commission level. QSC, or Qualified Sales Coordinator, is 10% commission level, and then the highest commission level of Sales Coordinator of 15%. So that 10% sales profit as a partner plus the 15%, that's a 25% rebate back on the orders that you're going to be consuming for the rest of your life. And I remember thinking, do I want to make $30 on a box of Trio when I first start taking it, or do I want $75 on that same box for myself? And I was like, okay, getting to the highest commission level as fast as we can. What does that look like? And that's what I worked towards. And then you have different leadership positions as you go up. And, with each one, there's a title reward that's attached to it. And you can earn over $100,000 in title rewards alone, getting to the top position of the company. So I'm here at international marketing level director. Our team is almost at executive. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. My sponsor with Juice Plus, she's a presidential marketing director, and hers above her are our presidential marketing directors plus. All of that to say, seriously, we are on an amazing team that knows what they're doing, that give us great guidance and connection. And when you follow the system, that franchise, it really does work. And it's just been a joy, really, to be a part of this. My kids were little, 2003. This is Colin when he was just tiny. We had heard about Juice Plus. I was interested because he had a rash on his face I couldn't get rid of, and Jarrett had pneumonia for 3 years in a row before we heard about this. Actually, 4 years in a row, at least once, most of the time twice. He was in the Air Force. He was sick all the time. And we just kind of had gotten used to it, that it was so common. It was almost like a character trait of his to be sick, which is really sad to think of. And he was well on his way to autoimmune issues, already touching on that in his early 20s. So I just was interested because Colin wasn't eating very many vegetables. And I thought, what can I do to get more into his body? So that was my initial interest, and really not even thinking about how might this help Jarrett. But in 20 years, Jarrett has never even had an upper respiratory infection since then. The only thing that changed was nutrition, and it was pretty quick. Within months, we noticed he wasn't getting as sick as often. It wasn't lasting as long. It wasn't turning anything that needed antibiotics or into something secondary. And to say we're grateful for that, it really changed even our relationship. And that affected how I thought about nutrition, how I fed my family. And I actually used my nutrition with Juice Plus as my prenatal with both of the girls. So here they are, 2007, and they've grown up with this from, toddlers to elementary school, and then now to young adults. Brielle is our youngest. She's 17. Ansley is 19, and Colin is 21. And, they've always had this. I've taken them to the doctor just a handful of times between all of them. I think 2 or 3 times for the girls. They don't even remember going to the doctor. That's how long ago it's been, because they're just so much healthier. Like I said, it just wouldn't turn into something secondary. If they did get something, we got over it. I had learned from this community other things to do. And so, we're talking 2 decades. And I like to say I don't like to say it, but I was sick a lot as a child. This nutrition, I was able to reverse that disease process with my kids in 1 generation, where I was sick all the time and their dad was sick. We reversed that. And to say I'm thankful is an understatement. And this was a life of choice for us. It's not a passive ride. Health is not a passive ride. If we don't do anything, we're going to go default to the disease of our DNA and, just the toxic world that we live in. But really, it's bought by daily choices. And this was the simple daily choice that we could continue with all these years later. And really, we just invite you to share with the people in life that you say you love and care about. And I say the word "say" in there because it does take intention, with intention of stepping into the conversation, asking questions, what are you doing to support yourself nutritionally right now? That's a great one, just to open the door, lean in, ask, be interested, not interesting. We know it's not all about what we have to say. People know. They like to know that somebody cares enough to care about them, to ask them, and to just lean into that conversation. This is one person at a time. We share either at wellness events or just in personal conversation. We share via social media. There's a lot of different ways to get this information out there, but it really can be life-changing for people. And one of those people is my niece. And so I'm going to stop the sharing here. And I would love for you guys to hear Miley's story. Miley, can you share with us kind of your Juice Plus journey?
Yeah, so basically I've been taking Juice Plus my whole life because my mom actually took it as a prenatal with me. So I've had it in my body my whole life. But as I started getting older, probably around like the junior high school, I just kind of stopped caring about it. I didn't really see the value in it. I was like, whatever, it's just something my mom made me take when I was little. So I kind of just stopped taking it, and then I was making my own decisions on what I was eating, especially when I could drive myself. And I was eating so unhealthy in high school. I was active because I was a cheerleader. So I thought I was like kind of healthy, but I knew that my eating habits were bad. And then when COVID happened, that was like my junior year, it just went downhill because there was no more cheer. I wasn't going to the gym, like nothing. And then I was also eating a lot more. Like me and my sisters would go to Chick-fil-A like every day just because it was like something we could do together during lockdown. So I actually gained like 20 pounds during COVID, which wasn't horrible, but I definitely noticed like my health plummeting. I was always tired. I had bad acne, bloated, just really bad gut issues. So then I actually had to go to the doctor for that. And my mom wanted me to go to an acupuncturist because that's more of like a natural doctor. And we kind of believe in more of like the natural medicine. And one of the things that the acupuncturist told me was that I need to start including more fruits and vegetables. And I was like, okay, I can do that. So I was like trying to eat more, but I was like, I'm not getting enough still. And then I was like, duh, like I still have Juice Plus. So then I started taking that again. But then after I moved out, I realized I had to buy my own, which I do get the fruits and vegetable ones free because my Nana is my sponsor, but I still had to buy my own omegas and shakes and berries. So then I texted my aunt. She was like, well, you could be a partner and then help pay for your own. And so really that's kind of all it was at first, is I was like, okay, I can just buy my own and then kind of help with the cost of that. But then after going to conference and seeing like the big possibilities with it, I'm a little more excited about it, or a lot more excited. I saw that it could be something long term, a career later. Just I have to start building it now. And so conference just made me super excited about the business part of it rather than just the products. So yeah.
That's awesome, Miley. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And Dina, would you be willing to share your experience with us? I know you don't have your screen on and you're muted, but I would love to hear what made you say yes to Juice Plus and what changes have you seen so far?
Well, at first, I just had a lot of stomach issues, a lot of like bloating and cramping, and just every time I ate, my stomach was just killing me. I was constipated like constantly. And so I just reached out to Stacy and asked her, because she had mentioned it a couple of times in our class, that she helped people with stomach issues. And so you turned me on to Juice Plus, and I have to say, it's only been a month, but the difference is amazing. I haven't had any real issues with my stomach hurting after eating, which is a big change. The constipation has pretty much gone away, which is great, considering that's been my biggest problem like all my life. So I just love it. I can't believe like just taking some pills a couple of times a day has made such a huge difference.
Yes, for sure. And you do the shakes as well, right?
Yeah, I usually do the shakes like twice a day. And at first I was like, yeah, it's just another protein shake. I don't really care about it. But now it's weird because like my body's been craving it.
Yeah. So that's called metabolic reprogramming, where when we flood our body with what it needs, it reprograms itself, and then we start to crave that good. And I noticed the same thing, Dina, in that after I took it, I started thinking, it was about 3 weeks later, like I was craving salads and I was thinking about peaches, and I was like, this is so weird. But I didn't want a hamburger. I really wanted a salad instead. And then we see that with kids too, like super picky kids, and they start eating the gummies. They don't even really know what it is. And then their mom will send me a picture of them, and they had asked to have a bite of their salad, or, they're drinking the smoothie and sucking down 20 plants and love it. So it's really cool to see that. And there's so much that where our gut talks with our, brain. That's called our second brain, our gut is. And so really it's fascinating if you dive into that world of, just that connection and how many hormone signals are sent through there. And it's just really cool. So like you said, it's hard to believe like those little capsules or these gummies that would make that big of a difference, but it's concentrated plants and in a form that we're not able to get, and our body's actually able to digest easier than the food that we actually eat. So it's really, really encouraging. I love to hear those stories of that quick of a success too. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording and then we can ask questions. So thanks for being on.